Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Independent Wrestling Shootout. I on the JTR Podcasting Network. I am your host tonight. Minderz gets to be the host. That means I'm in charge. Oh crap. Okay. And now I know why I had a sick feeling in my stomach all day today. Because, yeah, my co-host is here.
Hey, get ready
Well,
for the
hello.
highest rated episode of this podcast ever, the special edition No Dweebs Allowed podcast starring Benjamin Trust, hosted by Benjamin Trust. And yeah, how are you guys doing today?
I'm
Who
still
wants to
here.
hear Minderz talk? Raise your hand. No one raised their hand. It's all the Ben Trust today. Minderz, what's going on? What
Not
are
a
we
whole lot.
talking about?
How are you doing? We haven't seen you in a while. How is the recovery going?
What recovery?
What recovery?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like you kind of had a little bit of a brace on the last time I saw you.
Ugh, why are you bringing up old stuff?
Because that's what I am the official pot stirrer. You know this.
I'm doing great, like always. Yeah, I did have my ACL rebuilt. But what does that really mean? I don't have to be around you sweaty mouth breathers, and I get to spend more time with my hot wife. Yeah, it's great. What?
Don't forget your kid.
Yeah, him too. He's like half of me, so that's like half.
Which is frightening. But all right, let's get on to some more important things. Specifically, what happened over the weekend. Did you get a chance to watch any wrestling this weekend? Because I have a feeling I'm going to be doing most of this on my own.
Depends. What wrestling we talking about?
Well, I watched some GCW this weekend.
Okay, cool.
Do you watch any GCW whatsoever?
I mean, I know Cardona lost to Broski Lloyd. I know the new guys in the premiere got beat up.
Now, see, we're going to talk about that one because I will straight up tell you that when YNDP came out and said we want to call out the best team in the Midwest, and the first thought that popped in my head was the premiere.
Wow, you have terrible thoughts.
Gee, thanks.
I can think of like 4 tag teams off the top of my head that are better than the premiere.
Oh, yeah? Like who?
Hooligans. That's hands down. The Hype. Easily. I mean, PME. Great. And then a far distant fourth. Maybe the premiere, maybe the new guys. I don't know.
Nah. Well, the new guys showed up. Yeah, they all got beat up. That was all the KC. That's all the KC
new guys
show.
in the premiere ever do anything besides get beat up?
Yeah. They win on occasion.
That's a myth. It's a lie. Did they win when they played WWE 2K? Is that what you're talking about?
I have no idea. How am I supposed to know?
I think, what's his name? Campbell Soup guy? I think he's good at like fantasy football. I bet you he wins at that a lot.
Maybe.
Winning in a wrestling match to him is probably a fantasy.
Now, see, I like the premiere. The premiere, well, I guess you would say that's their first problem, correct?
Yeah, it's their main problem, probably. I like the premiere too, but I like the premiere when it was like Camaro Jackson and Thomas Shire and the actual premiere, not, the leftovers of the premiere.
Leftovers. All right.
I mean, that's what they are.
I don't know if I go that far. Hey, but did you happen to catch the KJ Orso Dan the Dad match?
I mean, why would I?
It's Dan the Dad.
As a loser. Look, you might have daddy issues that you need to see. You need to watch every Dan the Dad match, but I've seen every Dan the Dad match. He loses a lot,
Well, KJ Orso, I don't know about this guy. He's starting to irritate me a little bit. The former Fuego del Sol.
Okay.
He needs to quit messing with Sam Stackhouse. He needs to stop.
Sam Stackhouse is a big fella. It's a grown boy. He could probably handle himself. Frego del Sol, which sounds like the name of a discontinued flavor of Fanta soda, was lame. The new gimmick, much better.
I could see you liking the new gimmick. I could see you liking the
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I universally hate luchadors and have long before Chad Gable did on TV. So really, he's just stealing all my stuff.
You should have copyrighted it.
What?
You should have copyrighted it.
You say the lamest things. Copywriting is for dweebs.
Okay, trademark it then.
How do you get this caption? It says official posts, whatever, I'm in charge tonight.
Yeah, I got to put that up.
I need a thing under my name that says no dweebs allowed tonight.
Well, see, look, there are comments in the chat. So someone said it's the dweeb that we missed the most.
I don't blame you for missing me.
Then we have King Dweeb.
I know you are. I told you this was the No Dweeb Allowed podcast edition of this episode. We want cool people to watch it.
And then we have AJ, which you don't like his last name.
Yeah, is he going to change it yet?
No.
AJ.
But he said, this is going to be good.
Is that someone kissing him in that photo?
It is?
Who is kissing him? There's no way.
It's a significant other.
He's got a significant other?
He does.
Wow, there's hope for all of you guys, aren't there? Take your significant other's last name.
That's just cruel. Come on now.
That's my advice if you're paying attention, Mr. AJ.
Oh, I'm sure he probably.
Or let me call you AJ Muffin because it's a better name.
So Joey Janela did defeat Jack Cartwheel this weekend.
Yeah. Well,
have you fought Jack Cartwheel yet?
I have been on the same shows as Jack Cartwheel. I've not fought him. I feel like he'd be an easy opponent to defeat because he's going to cartwheel. It's like giving up your strategy and your name. That'd be like me calling myself Benjamin, kick you in the dick.
Don't tempt me. You will have a sign.
You'll
I will.
By the time I'm back. Well, there's another question that popped up. Another thing. What was that?
No, it just said he'd see himself out then because you said he was a dweeb and he had to leave.
Well, I put it on the wall. Listen, you can stay if you're still listening. You can stay, but I require you. No, I demand that you take out a notebook and a pen and take notes on how to be less of a dweeb while listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
All right. What other matches?
We had Madman Pondo and Willie Mack.
I'll never say anything bad about Pondo in case he's listening. Pondo, you're great.
What about Willie Mack?
I would not fight Pondo if I was Willie Mack, but Willie Mack's done crazier things. So,
Jared, help, Jared! Look who Reb stuck me with.
Is that how you spell your name with all the Z's? Do you misspell your own name? No way.
No, I only put one Z on it.
No. Jared is an intelligent guy. He probably spells your name correctly, and you're misspelling your name.
And looks like Bari is going to get out his notebook and take notes.
That's good. Or you can take notes on your phone. I'm not hip to what the kids are doing in college these days. Just notes in general.
Okay, so anyway, Madman Pondo and Willie Mack defeated Buck Nasty. Have you seen these guys? These would be guys you would make fun of.
Yes, I've seen Buck Nasty, and yes, I have made fun of them.
That doesn't surprise
me. But
me.
also, when you tell me Pondo won a match, I would assume.
And he had a stop sign. Here's a triple threat for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Billy Starks.
Nice.
Jonathan Gresham.
Ouch.
And Simon Gotch.
Reb, get out of here.
We'll mute him. That way he'll go away.
Reb, don't put me on the feed. You seem to be on the feed. He literally gave you directions.
And then he put himself on the feed.
Don't blame Reb for your mistakes.
I didn't do it. I did not do it. You know he's just in here messing with me because he wants to. It's all right. I muted him.
Reb, you muted. This is the best.
What do you want?
I forgot to do something, so don't mind me. I'm trying to multitask here. I meant to do something before.
Reb, when you were muted, that was the most entertaining you've ever been.
I got it. Hold on. And there we go. All right. He's muted again. I fixed it.
You're so bearable right now, Reb. This is a new side of you. I like this version.
Wait, who would you have called in that one? Because it was Starks, Gresham, and Simon Gotch.
Man. So, girls have hollow bones like birds. That's just science. So Billy probably lost. You know, don't come after me. That's just science. We all know this. And you know, Gresham's like what, 5'2", and like, I'm not saying you can't be tough because you're 5'2", but Simon Gotch is pretty tough, and I don't see him losing to someone that can't reach him. You know, I know that's low hanging fruit.
It really is, but I'm gonna impress you,
and I'm better than that, so I won't make fun of his height. I will just say it is a disadvantage when you're taking on someone of similar catch-can skills as you.
Well, Billy Starks actually won this match.
Well, you know, I've seen underdogs win matches, aka anytime I've lost. So it happens. I didn't realize Pondo was still alive, let alone wrestling. Then I saw him at. I don't think Pondo can die. I've seen things that should have killed Pondo not kill Pondo. But yeah, he's still alive. And Pondo, if you're listening, hope you're doing well. And don't ever come to any promotion I work for.
Sean says Gresham wife is jacked. Yeah, Jordan is jacked.
Gresham's pretty jacked too. Like, he's not an out of shape fella.
No.
You know.
He is not. He is not. Then we had Effie.
Okay.
Going against Too Cold Scorpio.
Okay.
For the title.
I mean, Effie's probably the greatest champ GCW's ever had. Guys, I wouldn't call him a dweeb. He's just different. But sometimes it makes you hard to prepare for. You know what I mean? So
very true.
I think he wins a lot of matches because of that. You know, you could wrestle. You know, I'm going to use Anakin's little brothers as an example. I could beat up all of Anakin's little brothers, and it's just different versions of the same guy. There's no other version of Effie out there. You know, so there's no one to prepare. You can't practice with anyone, you know. I can go to a middle school, beat up an 8th grader, and that's basically like training to wrestle Tommy Davis or Kenny Kleinx or DLC. You know what I mean? It's like I can get good training that way. You can't.
Kenny Kleinx?
Yeah, Kleenex, whatever his name is. It's
Alex?
Sure, I don't think that's right. That's insulting, actually. You should get his name right. But out of respect, Minderz. Gosh. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't, it's hard to prepare for someone that's so different.
Very true. Very true. Next up, okay, so Effie defeated Too Cold Scorpio, which it was great to see Too Cold back in the ring. It just really was. Then we had Matt Tremont.
Okay.
And Too Tough Tony.
Too Tough Tony.
Too Tough Tony. Right? That's how I read it too.
Yeah.
But it went to a no contest.
Well, maybe sounds like Tony was just too tough.
Reb's a jerk, okay? Reb's a jerk.
Kenny Kleinx should team with the
Sexecutioner.
Yeah. Sure.
Inside joke. We're dweebs. We have those. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just impressed. I'm just glad that you guys have friends, you know, because like I worry that sometimes none of you will ever have friends and somehow you all found each other.
See? It works out great.
There's hope for everybody. If you're watching right now, just know you're watching, you got no friends. Minderz has friends, so there's hope for you.
He's thanking you for saving us this week.
I don't eat bacon.
Yeah, you're the weirdo that I had to bring your wife fudge because you didn't eat fudge, weirdo. Okay, anyway. The main event for that night was Masha. Listen to me. Masha Slamovich defeated Mickey Knuckles.
Before I say anything, let me just tell you from the bottom of my heart, and this is just being nice. Truly, you're doing a horrible job tonight.
Thanks.
It's Masha and Mickey Knuckles. And yeah, I mean, maybe it's very predictable that Masha won. Maybe in 2011, Mickey Knuckles would have beat her, but you know, Mickey is still tough. I watched her kill Anakin Murphy on a car recently, but you know, Masha's just got youth. They're similar styles, just youth. Youth is always going to win.
I like Masha. I like Masha a lot. Okay, let's
Masha.
Stop it. Okay, so we're gonna switch and we're gonna go to what was on Friday night, which was Bangin' in Little Rock. Don't blame me. That was what they named the show.
Okay,
I'm innocent.
Sure.
So Kay Toomer, Braden Toon, Hunter Drake, and Jeffrey Johns were all in a 4-way. Kay Toomer won.
Name's Toomer?
Toomer.
I think I've seen Hunter Drake wrestle before. He's pretty good, I think.
I've seen Jeffrey Johns before.
There's a lot of Drakes in wrestling. I could be wrong. Next.
Okay. Billy Starks defeated Adam Priest.
Pass.
Okay. Alec Price and Jordan Oliver defeated Buck Nasty. We talked about that already. Jonathan Gresham had a match with Gary J.
Oh, man. I'm assuming Gresham won?
Yes. But it was good. It was really, really good.
Well, I haven't seen Gary J have a bad match. Now, he did get lucky, and, you know, I didn't warm up correctly, and I wasn't hydrated, and he caught me on an off night, and he beat me one time. But he's not without skill. So
he's not.
I'm sure if he is able to beat me at my worst, then he probably can almost beat Jonathan Gresham.
Almost?
Probably.
Okay. I'm going to screw this name up, and I think you're going to laugh at me. Mia Yaship. See? I always mess it up.
It's okay. I didn't need to laugh at you.
Yamashita defeated Blake Christian.
I didn't need an excuse to laugh at you. So.
I know you didn't. It's fine.
Oh, man. Blake Christian's been losing a lot lately.
He has.
Poor guy.
That's not good because he's actually pretty good.
Sometimes you just get in a funk.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of like when you come back to wrestling, you'll be in a funk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do. Joey Janela defeated Elena Black.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
to leave WWE and lose to Joey Janela. It's like
right?
She must have been off that night, you know.
It's got to take a little bit of getting back to from what WWE expects to how the indies run. There's got to be a difference.
I will say, Joey, who knows how good Joey actually is, because he could party the night before and then show up terrible. Because I've seen him lose matches and win matches he should have won and lose matches he should have won. So, it all depends. Maybe Joey Janela is better than we think.
We call him Joey Nutella.
That's dumb.
Thanks.
It'd be funny if I came up with it, but it's like Kenny Kleenex. That's good.
No, okay.
Joey Nutella, lame.
Actually, we call him Jelly Nutella, but we have our moments.
Wow, it shocks me that you have friends.
Thanks. Effie actually was in a match, and he defeated. Are you ready for this? Action Mike Jackson.
That's a awesome name,
right? He's also in his 70s.
Oh yeah, that's good. Hey, look, he's probably the toughest 70-year-old at the nursing home.
Probably.
Also, smart picking from Effie. Like, if I wanted to defend my belt, I'd pick a 70-year-old to defend against.
There you go. I did it. I feel like you and Effie should be pretty good friends.
Yeah, we talk from time to time.
Okay. Atticus Kogar defeated Shotzi Blackheart.
Whew.
Yeah.
It was a bad night for Black and Shotzi.
Yeah.
You know, but Kogar is a nasty individual.
He is. He really is. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yep.
I
No comment.
I am not a deathmatch person, so
I'm not. Yeah. I have a zone I get into when I become hardcore Benny. Mm-hmm. He is a deathmatch person. He's actually like probably the greatest deathmatch wrestler of all time. But it's not hard to be a great deathmatch wrestler. You know what I mean? It's like if you don't have any skills, you do deathmatch wrestling. Like Lenny Mephisto's a good deathmatch wrestler. Like, come on. You know, Cash Bourne's a deathmatch wrestler. You know, it's like Herzog's a good deathmatch wrestler. None of these guys are any good.
Well, we're going to talk about some guys that you do know. You ready for this?
I know all these guys.
Well, you know most of these guys, too. We're going to talk about 0-1 that's coming up this weekend, June 28th.
What's happening this weekend? Hit me with it, Minderz.
Hit you with it? All right. So it is Saturday Night Explosion. Are you scared?
A little bit. It startled me.
Her eyes worry me a little bit, but it's okay. Saturday Night Explosion, Saturday, June 28th. Doors open at 5:30. Showtime's at 6, and it's going to be at the school there in Edgewood. So open challenge, Lilith Khan. Yeah, she freaks me out a little. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it startled me. She's also the size of 2 Anakin Murphy stacked on top of each other, so that I don't know who she's facing.
Really skinny but tall.
Yeah, like she's like
okay
9 feet tall. You know.
Wow.
Or something crazy. Now, I don't know who she's wrestling this weekend, but and hear me. Zoom in. Is there a way to zoom in?
I can't zoom in. You have to like get closer.
That's lame. Don't zoom in. But if you're wrestling Lilith Khan, just get your affairs in order, okay? Just get everything straightened out, get right with whatever higher power you believe in, or don't show up. Don't show up.
Well, it's an open challenge, so I mean, it could be anybody.
Don't accept that open challenge. Maybe it's nobody. That'd be great. That's what I recommend.
Well, what they're showing as the other people... hold on. I got to take the little thingy out of the corner.
There's the same guy on that flyer twice.
No, they're twins.
That's a great picture of me.
Whoops.
You're messing it all up.
I am.
Dang, it's like you can't do this without Reb.
I can't. I'm not used to doing this part. Oh, well, anyway, that's Limbo up there. So you just have to picture Limbo up there.
This reminds me of when Vince McMahon wanted to put the blue dot over Christian's face.
I'm trying to figure out where.
It's okay. He's not that important.
Yeah, he is.
The only person on this flyer.
There we go.
Yeah, I think it was better when our faces were covering him up. The only person on this flyer that I care about is Hippie Johnny. That's not Johnny. Don't mistake this for me putting you over in any way. I just think you're silly and fun. Do I think you're good at winning matches? No, but I don't think anyone else on this flyer is. So there's that too.
Okay.
You definitely have the same guy on this flyer twice.
No, it's the Glitch and the Angler. They're two different guys.
That's definitely the same guy. You know, like Mick Foley was also Mankind. Those were 2 different guys. If you
don't forget about Dude Love.
You're 2 different guys. I got a Cactus Jack to sell you.
All right, next up, we've got Reign Victoria versus Skylar Sparks. Now, I know you know Skylar.
Yeah, she's sweet.
How do you feel she's going to fare against Reign?
Oh, well.
Have you seen Reign since she's went a little loopy?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
oh yeah, that's right.
let me be honest. She was never quite right in the head. Probably because I whacked her with that briefcase. That probably jangled up her brain a little bit. Uh, So when she takes out that built up frustration and that brain trauma I gave her out on sweet Sparks, I do feel bad. My apologies go out to Sparks. Next.
All right, fine.
Oh,
I'm excited for this one.
R.I.P. Mr. Knox.
No, you can't. He won't do that to me. He won't kill Devontae.
Sure.
Camaro likes me. He won't kill Devontae.
Sure.
There was a comment. There's comments. I'm missing out.
All right, let me see the comments.
Hardcore Vinny versus Atticus.
I'll have to ask Hardcore Benny.
You don't want none of that. And then, do you still have a title shot guaranteed?
I mean, let's be honest. I should always have every title shot guaranteed to me. So that's a dumb question. Yeah, but I see Camaro Jackson killing Mr. Knox. Not saying that Devontae isn't good, but he's given up some size, some strength, some speed. He's given up athleticism.
He's been yeeted once. He is on the yeet list.
Yeah, I don't see any attributes that Devontae has to give him an advantage over Camaro. All I can say is duck. Duck,
To which one?
Yeah, dodge both. Dodge every. Just stay low. If you stay low, Camaro can't clothesline you. That's the secret. We wrestled last time me and Camaro wrestled. It was to a 15-minute draw, and I want to point out I stayed low a lot in that match, and he had a hard time catching me with that clothesline. I came off for my jet to coast, and he clotheslined me. But he was outside the ring. I was inside the ring, couldn't cover me. But when you stay low against Camaro, he has a hard time. So stay low.
I see.
Or don't fight him. Fight someone else.
I mean that's legit.
Yeah,
that's legit.
Fight one of Anakin's little brothers. I'm sure there's 10 of them running around.
All right, here you go. We got Big Munch versus B.A. Malkin.
Okay.
And for once, I was nice and didn't call him what I usually call him. So.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting matchup. They both have attributes. I'm going to always pick Munch. He is not my favorite person whatsoever, but he did beat up ATM one time after ATM cheated and took my title. So I don't hate Munch. Hits iron cakes on Camaro. He may bounce off of him.
He might.
Reb, what are you doing? Why are you not?
I know he wasn't supposed to be here, but yet he's in the comments the entire
time. If you're here, just it should be me and you, and we should get rid of Minderz.
Hey.
Next graphic, please.
You never did say who should win the match. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna go with Munch.
This is gonna shock. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Munch too. I like Munch. Now I don't know who this Devin Graves is.
Okay.
But I know who Theo White is.
Okay. Of course.
Very familiar. So, do you know who this Devin Graves is by any chance?
I've seen pictures of him.
Okay. But you've never seen him wrestle?
I mean, I've never seen Theo White wrestle either.
Yes, you have.
When?
He used to be at all the 01 shows. He's Trauma Unit with Devontae.
Pay attention when they're wrestling.
Yeah.
I got Benjamin Trust stuff that I'm worried about. I don't have time to watch all these other dweebs wrestle.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Who do you want to win? Oh, okay. They're wrestling each other?
Yeah, well, on this one, I'm picking Theo.
Okay, I'm picking the other guy.
I figured you would.
Now, the brothers are wrestling.
Well, Anthony Lopez is actually a Thursday night Throwdown champion right now.
Oh, congrats, Anthony. They're brothers, right?
Sure.
Why do they have different last names?
Kayfabe, babe. Kayfabe.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Go back to this graphic.
Okay, I'll go back to the graphic.
Oh, man. Anthony's making a meaner face, so that makes me think he's going to win, but I think that's a mean face for Quest. That's a very serious Quest Parker face.
It is. You can't see his back teeth.
That's crazy. Yeah, I've never seen him look so mean and angry before.
Right?
Ooh, Quest looks upset, frustrated, like he's on a mission. I'm going to give it to Quest.
All right. I'm going to go with Lopez then.
You just love being wrong, don't you?
I do. It's kind of a wonderful thing.
All right, next. Albaka.
This is just they're sponsored, so I don't think they're fighting each other, but I don't know who they're fighting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. It is World Junior Heavyweight Championship match.
God,
the match is sponsored.
Even read the match graphic.
Nope, I sure can't. So we have LDLC versus Joey O'Reilly.
Well, I'm never going to root for Joey O'Reilly because he likes to take the low road. And when I get viciously assaulted in the back of the head by some luchador, he doesn't do the honorable thing and notify the ref that I've been attacked. And he just 450 splashes me or whatever. You know, like that's pretty underhanded. That's something a jerk would do. And like, I'm a nice guy. I would have said, oh man, you know, Joey, I'm sorry you got attacked. And I would have notified the ref and we would have had a fair contest. But, you know, Joey sucks. So that being said, I hate all luchadors. So Joey it is.
Ugh, I can't. Did you see what happened when he made me shake his hand?
I don't know why he'd want you to touch him.
Yeah, me either. I didn't want
to. Put that picture back up.
Hold on. There it is.
Oh, I like that picture of you. You look upset. That's my favorite.
Thanks. Well, it can't be any worse than this one.
I love.
He has your belt.
Well, I can't have it right now.
That's true.
What? I am happy. My best friend in the whole world is champ right now.
So does that mean you think he's just going to hand it over to you when you come back?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't hand it to him.
All right, good.
But I don't know if you know this. Camaro's got a belt. There's other belts in PWE.
There are.
I've never been powerhouse champ.
There are. You aren't going to be powerhouse champ either.
Or me and Keith might become tag champs. Who knows?
There you go.
We can go beat up the hooligans if we want.
Oh, wait. There's 2 more comments. I can't keep all of this straight.
That makes sense.
I wasn't going to be home in time for the show, but I did say I was going to be in the comments. Minder's memory isn't great sometimes. Thanks, Reb. Reb really doing the podcast.
Yeah, really, he is.
Going up to work on his day off, right?
Listen, I cannot, anytime you pull up that graphic, I just cannot believe he's in a relationship. Like, it's just mind-blowing.
On that note.
They should make a movie about that. Like, give all these other nerds hope.
On that note, can we pay some bills and we'll come back and talk about PWE?
Sure.
All right, let's do that. All right, welcome back to the Independent Wrestling Shootout. I have been joined by Benjamin Trust. As much fun as this is, Reb, you will be hearing from me soon. Let's go and talk some PWE.
Are you back?
Yeah, did you get your emails done?
God, it was better when you weren't here in my life. All right, What do we need to talk about?
PWE.
Yes.
Let's talk about the show on July 11th that's coming up. That is sold out.
Oh, yeah. PWE does that a lot lately, don't they?
They do. They do.
Oh, man.
I'm excited.
Outlaw isn't going to be on that show.
Do what?
Said Outlaw's not going to be on that show. He unfortunately was hurt.
Yeah.
We've been hanging out in sick bay. Anyhow, let's go to some of the matches. You got some of the match graphics?
I do. Well, first of all, look, I figured you would enjoy this picture.
I do.
I figured.
My beautiful wife. Proof that I'm cooler than all of you. But look how cool PWE is for having a full female announce team.
It's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty awesome.
And I heard they got Rob Leach commentating, so that's pretty cool.
Oh wow, cool. EC3 is going to have a pro wrestling seminar. Cost is $50 from 2:30 to 5:30 beforehand.
Oh, did you hear the prize?
Oh yes, I did. And by the way, that is the next picture up.
You pick someone from the EC3 seminar to wrestle Carson Drake. Listen, Dweebs, if that doesn't make you want to get a seminar from a former NWA world champion, you should just duck to and quit the business.
But I can't stand Carson Drake.
Well, I can't stand you, but yet here I am.
Thanks, Trust. I appreciate it.
Hey, honesty is the best policy.
It is. It is. Next up, we've got King Fitchett.
That's a contract signing. So that's one of my favorite things about Pro Wrestling Epic is they're never in a rush to do things. A lot of indie. Nice. You go to indie wrestling shows and it's just match. You know, what other indie wrestling company is doing a contract signing for a cage match? That's pretty cool. That being said, I've been trying to convince PWE management to let me challenge someone to an arm wrestling match, and they won't let me do it.
They won't let you do it?
Yeah.
Who would you challenge? I'm just curious.
Oh, someone I know I could beat easily. So, like, everyone.
No. Throw some names out. I want to hear some names.
Well.
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot.
I mean, put me on the spot. Who's some Calvin Coco? He looks pretty weak. I'm sure I could beat him in an arm wrestling match. Brandon Aarons is back doing his dumb hair flip. Look, if you flip your hair that much, you can't beat me in an arm wrestling match. No way. Lenny Mephisto. I would challenge Jimmy Carrot, but he'd probably get lost and not show up. He talks to himself.
He does.
I could definitely take Brandon Beretta. He's all leg muscles, got no upper body strength. Noelle, for sure, beat her in an arm wrestling match.
Gotcha. It looks like the King is going to have a match against Eagle Eye. So Matt Fitchett versus Eagle Eye.
Oh, two losers. Eagle Guy versus Matt Ditchett. I
have a nickname, but I can't.
Tell me your nickname. What's your nickname?
I will tell you. I will tell you later. Because it's not very nice. So I'm gonna go with Eagle Eye on this because I do not like Matt Fitchett.
Well, he's got a crown, and I don't know. It's King of the Sky versus King of whatever Podunk Town, rundown, abandoned factory, garage, yard sale town. Fidget's from.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Oof.
This is good. I think this is going to be a really good match.
Of course. Brandon Beretta rarely has bad matches. And EC3 is EC3. That's his sensei. That's a student versus teacher match.
Oh, that'll be real fun then.
So
that'll be even more fun. I did not know that.
I think we'll know who wins based on who shows up more tan.
Gotcha.
And then, and I always side with youth because they're very similar in the ring, but Brandon's a little younger.
And EC3 is a little taller, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, but Brandon Beretta's not that tall. It's not hard to be taller than Brandon Beretta.
He's taller than me.
They both have tattoos. I usually always go with the guy that has tattoos as the one winning the fight. I actually taught Beretta how to tan.
Did you?
Yeah. Now if I can only help him get a girlfriend, that would be ideal. It's just he's strictly business. I'll be like, you gotta talk to the girls, and he's like, wrestling and business and da 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 da. And I'm like, this is why you have no friends. Because we're not friends. We just converse.
You just converse.
Yeah. I mean, he would like to be my friend, I imagine, but he's too business to have friends. Put the other graphic up there.
Okay. We got the Hooligans versus Power Trip.
I told you earlier that I think the Hooligans are the best tag team in the Midwest. I think they've been that for years, and even when they retired, they were still the best tag team in the Midwest. I also hate Harsh with a passion. So Harsh, if you're listening, buddy, I hate you. Go play in traffic. Preferably big traffic, like semi trucks. You're kind of not a small dude, so I want a big vehicle to hit you. Like a Prius ain't gonna hurt you, or a Tesla, like you'll tank that. But like a big 18-wheeler, that'd be ideal.
You want him to go play with semis.
And that's only because I think he's my mom's favorite wrestler, and that annoys me. So get his face out of here. Hooligans are the greatest tag team in the of independent wrestling of all time, probably.
All right.
Greatest unsigned tag team ever, probably. Easily.
Probably.
Actually. And this is the coolest version of the Hooligans. Actually, put them back up there. When they were the Hillbilly Hooligans, they were cool, I guess, and they were very talented in the ring, but like seeing Devin tatted up and wearing shoes, thank God they wear shoes. At least one of them are in shoes. And now, like, Mason is a splatter paint, pot growing hippie hooligan. It just makes more sense. This is who they really are. They're better because they're not pretending to be something they're not. It's very, very genuine, and that's why I think they're the greatest out there in the business right now.
I will agree. The Hooligans are very good. So next up, we've got Rachel Armstrong versus Sophia Rose versus Leela Hall.
I hear good things about Leela Hall. I have seen Sophia wrestle several times in person. Mm-hmm. And I have seen Rachel Armstrong wrestle several times in person. They're about 50-50, right? I would give the advantage to Sophia because she's a little taller. Mm-hmm. And that matters. That's why when you watch boxing matches, they always talk about reach and height and all that. But I think Leela Hall is a wild card, and I think this match is too chaotic to call.
Triple threats usually are. I'm going to go with Rachel, so you pick somebody else. You going to go with Leela?
See, I was going to go with Rachel, but no, Sophia's the OVW Women's Champ, so probably going to go with Sophia.
But it's not for the championship.
No, but Sophia is tough, and you don't win that OVW Women's title if you're not good.
I understand.
And I think she's the tallest girl in the match, so yeah, probably that.
Leela
also, I don't think is old enough to drive, so I don't know how she's going to get to the show. Very curious. But man, if she makes it to the show, if she gets a ride, or it's on a Friday, right?
Yeah, it's a Friday.
Is she going to get off school in time?
She should.
Okay. Well, that's actually probably one of the best women's triple threats I've seen in a long, long time.
Are you going to be at the show?
If I feel like it.
Well, I figured you would go to support your wife.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I usually go when she does stuff, but we're not like shackled or handcuffed together. We don't have to be there. We're not joint at the hip. And I know she would kill it even if I wasn't there. But that being said, I'll probably go because I like watching her.
Okay. All right. We got one more match. And it's your buddy.
Oh, it's my best friend.
Is your best friend.
Oh, man. Keith
Smith.
Smith.
Rhino. How'd that gore feel, buddy?
I'll have you know I didn't get gored.
Oh, that's right. You didn't. I forgot.
Keith was about to suplex me, and he got gored.
Yep.
And I landed on my head, and that was actually probably the worst bump I've ever taken in my whole life.
Really?
I'm going to be honest with you, that sucked. I mean, they're two huge guys landing on you.
Yeah.
That being said, you know, I got in an argument with someone recently because they said the Cobra could beat me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys know who the Cobra is?
Yeah, we know who the Strike King is. Thank you.
Send this to the Cobra. When I get back, we're going to fight. Someone thought you could beat me. And you know what I told them? Look at me. Look at me. You know what I told them?
What?
Didn't the Cobra wrestle Rhino?
Yeah.
Who won?
Cobra.
All right, never mind. I thought Rhino won. So we both beat Rhino, but whatever. I'll beat Cobra.
I knew that was where you're going. I was like, I'm so excited I get to break his little heart. It's great.
Someone told me I was misinformed.
No, Rhino did not win. Cobra did.
Well, I'll let you know that I beat Rhino too. So, and you can make excuses and say I had help, but
yeah,
that's
Cobra
lame.
didn't.
Excuses are for losers. And I beat Cobra. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I guess if you aren't cheating, you aren't trying. So I will give you that.
It's not cheating. It's winning.
It's only cheating if you get caught.
It's never cheating, even if you get caught. Just hit that dweeb that tries to disqualify you. Minderz, this is why you're not a winner. This is why you'll never be champ.
Well, that's okay.
You don't have the mentality of a winner. You just have the mentality of a dweeb, and that's why you will always be one. You don't. Even when I sit here and spoon feed you the correct answers. But yeah, that being said, the Cobra, when I get better, I'm gonna take my surgically repaired knee and kick you in the face with it, probably, or some part of.
I'll pay to see that.
Some target. I'm not gonna give away my strategy. He'll know if I say I'm gonna kick him in the face, he'll guard his face. Actually, I wanted to do that. So
it's all right. I'm pretty sure he'll kick you about anywhere that he wants to. So yeah, have fun with that. But man, as much fun as this has been tonight,
it hasn't been.
I know. Oh crap! We had 2 comments and I didn't see them. Why didn't you tell me?
Why you're a terrible host. Reb would have saw them.
No. Oh my. Reb. Oh yeah. Reb put up earlier. Yeah. Feeling I'm missing out.
Oh.
And then one of the dweebs in the comments said that wanted to know what it meant. And wrestling is his lady.
No, Amanda is my lady.
Yeah.
Wrestling's a payday. Wrestling's.
Maybe it was for Brandon.
Oh.
I bet it was. I bet it was for Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon, if you're watching, I hope some girl takes pity and decides to date you, but I don't ever see it happening.
Beretta?
I think that's supposed to be Beretta.
We're going to make fun of him for that.
Yeah.
Well, as much fun as this has not been, and as much as I complain about Reb, I'm ready for Reb to come back. It is.
Oh, thank God.
We don't have anything else to talk about. The only thing
any of you other nerds have a question?
I don't know. Damn autocorrect. Hey, yeah, if anybody has a question, we'll let it go for just a little
nerds bit. And losers and dweebs
a moment of your time.
And no one brought up Pokemon. I even looked up some Pokemon names on my cellular device to make fun of you guys.
I have a question. Did you receive anything from Reb yet?
I received a bunch of messages of him asking me to come save you because
save me. Okay,
I can read them. He says, "Hey, I can't make the podcast. Minderz is terribly boring on her own. I'm worried the ratings will plummet and never recover. Please, 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 oh great and handsome Ben Trust, come spike our ratings." And then there's like some legal jargon about my pay and.
Wait, you're getting paid?
It says, "Don't tell Minderz I'm paying you." So.
Oh, okay. All right. I see how you are. Well, guess what? Next week, guess who we have on the podcast? It's not. I mean, He's known around this area. Oh, Reb said that was a private conversation. You weren't supposed to put it on the show.
I didn't put it on the show. I read it out loud. See?
Okay. Wait. How is your Pokemon card collection? What's going? How is it going?
I think I own about 3,000 ripped up Pokemon cards at this point.
Ripped up? Wow.
Yeah. I keep them by my front door, so when people walk in and go, "Oh my God, you have all these ripped up Pokemon cards," I know to escort them off my property.
Oh my. Well, next week we actually have another guest.
Okay. Is it Anakin Murphy's dad?
It is not.
Oh, you should have that guy on your show.
We have had him on the show before.
You have? What is the child support like? Like the child support situation payment thing?
I don't know. That was not.
I assume he is very charismatic and very good at picking up women at bars because he's got so many kids.
Yeah, well, but next week we actually have IEW Justin Poole coming on.
Sure.
The Dweeb cast starring Trust and Minderz. Reb, you're crazy. This is not happening.
The No Dweebs Allowed cast.
Oh, geez. Well, then I can't be on it, right?
And we can do a Dweeb of the week here and there. I don't know what you're talking about. Is Justin Poole that guy in the band? Is he in a band?
Mm-hmm. He is.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a band.
He's a wrestler, too.
I did not know that.
He had contacted us and said he wants to come on and talk with us about what's going on at IEW.
Oh, well.
So we're going to bring him on next week. He'll be here next week with us.
I think the O'Neills wrestle there sometimes.
They do? I've seen them there a couple times.
The O'Neills are big old dweebs. O'Dweebs. The O'Dweeb brothers.
You know what? I think I still have your Yankee Doodle Dweeb sign here somewhere.
I imagine you do. Because you got nothing better. I would say I've never seen... What's the guy in the band's name again?
Justin Poole.
Yeah, I've never seen him wrestle. But I don't think his music's bad, right?
Nope.
I think I've heard it. Wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I forget you're a hard rock guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
I forget that.
Hard rock is... Never mind. I'm not going to curse. I feel like I listened to some of his music before a wrestling show once. I'm not sure. Ask him about it. I could be forgetting.
Okay. I
want to see if we're friends on Facebook.
Are you friends with everybody?
Well, everyone wants to be my friend. Pool, is it Pool like Pool?
LE.
What was Dave right about?
Well, today, since I didn't know who my co-host was going to be.
That's clearly not how you spell Pool. That's Pool-E. You're Justin Pool-E from now on.
Anyway.
Yeah, I know this guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in a band.
Yes.
Yeah, the band's not bad.
But, so anyway, David had guessed that you were going to be my co-host this week.
Oh.
And I avoided answering him because I was hoping he was wrong, but
Dave's a smart guy, so he probably knew that Reb needed something to help save the show.
Yeah. Well, Benjamin Trust, thank you so much for being on the podcast and saving our show.
I hate you.
Feelings mutual. All right, we're going to get out of here, guys. Reminding you all, life is hard, work stiff.
What? Life is not hard. Life is easy and great when you're Ben Trust. Maybe life is hard when you're a dweeb, but...
life is hard, work stiff.